Hello and welcome to another episode of Tipsy Gossip. I am Mixx. We're here with the host Marcy Diamond and Kinshok. How are you ladies doing today? How are you ladies doing today? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was waiting on her.
Super good. I've got my Bacardi and Diet going. I'm on my second drink.
Well, a little bit of something. I haven't drank or had any edibles in 2 weeks. I've been trying to detox myself, so I've been pretty good with it.
Wow, that's good. What's the reason? Just personal?
Just my tolerance was getting too high for it. You know how you be doing it. After a while, you gotta take more and more to get that right buzz, and it's like, yo, I need to slow down because it used to be I take a bite and I'd be good. Then I take like 2 bites to get get there. And I'm like, oh, here we go. I need to slow down.
You can do edibles in your state? You can't do them here. They didn't
You
got
can
that
do
shit.
whatever you want to do.
True.
Now getting caught might be a different story.
Right.
No, I didn't think of that.
We was looking for a CBD store because you can get the Delta 8s, which get the same effect. And it's legal.
Yep.
But we was running around too much doing other stuff.
It's Delta 88 or Delta 8?
Just Delta 8.
Okay, I thought it was 88 for some reason because my son does that.
Yeah, so if you go to the CBD store and say, "Where's the Delta 8?" Don't show me that. I don't want to see none of that other bullshit. Just show me the Delta 8 edible, the gummies or candies, and you'll be all good.
Damn.
Because they're quick to tell you that the regular CBD, which does absolutely nothing. So, I mean, you get a little bit of relaxer, you feel it a little bit, but as far as like really getting elevated, you're not going to get it from that.
My son told me that the CBD enters your receptors, fills them up, so that when you smoke THC, is it THC or TCH?
THC.
That it doesn't get you as high because your receptors are already full with the CBD.
Really? I haven't heard
That's
that.
what he said.
Kinshok, what do you think? Which do you do?
I don't do either anymore. I drink, but I don't do THC, CBD, none of that anymore because I get entirely too out of it. I just, you could ask me a simple question like, what's your name? And I won't be able to answer it. I'll be like, 2 hours later, I'll be like, Kinshok.
Oh, you be stuck? You be stuck like that?
Yeah.
Well, you just got to do less. I mean, is that,
That's
never mind.
from very little.
I know. That's why I said if you get stuck, you get stuck. You got to try different strains. You got to get a, oh, God,
Like, I've done it all.
That's just, no. Pour some wine, pour some brandy, and I'm on my way. I don't want to have to do research. It shouldn't be that hard, so I just stick to the alcohol now.
It's not, but okay, I get it though, because I went through a phase like I'm not touching it. It just gets me too stuck, and I don't need that. No, but maybe one day you'll come back to it.
I doubt it.
So speaking of maybe one day, let's get started. We got to play this first. We got to start it off with this.
Moments ago, R. Kelly was sentenced to 30 years in prison. This is a significant outcome for all victims of R. Kelly, and especially for the survivors who so bravely testified about the horrific and sadistic abuse they endured. R. Kelly is a predator. With the aid of his fame, his money, and most importantly, his inner circle, R. Kelly preyed upon children and young women for his own sexual gratification for decades. These are voices of mostly Black and brown women and children that were heard and believed, and for whom justice was finally achieved. This is a victory for them, for justice, and for future survivors of sexual assault. I hope this sentencing serves as its own testimony that it doesn't matter how powerful, rich, or famous your abuser may be, or how small they may make you feel. Justice only hears the truth.
Thoughts?
That's a long time.
That's a long time. It's deserved because he's been scheming and scamming their way around his damn charges for, like you said, decades.
I remember in the 90s hearing that he married Aaliyah. I was like, what? The girl was 15.
Yeah, she was 15. He was like in his 20s. And I was young too. And I was like, yo, what? And I didn't think nothing of it. Like, yo, that's nice. They must really like each other. They got married and she's young. And, I was not thinking like, yo, because, at that, when you're in high school yourself, you see the older guys come for the high school girls. And, it's like, and that's like, same type of thing. But
yeah,
as you get older, you realize that you're a loser. You're in your 20s coming for high school girls. You're a loser. I don't care. Nobody say you're a loser. If you're in your 20s and you still messing around with high school girls, you deserve to go to jail. You're a loser. Get your life together. Okay, that's my rant.
Yep.
Kinshok, what are your thoughts?
I have a couple.
Oh, here we go. Let's hear it.
First, I'm very glad that he got that amount of amount of time. I'm glad that the people that were accusing him were heard and believed, and justice was finally served for them. But you go out to that East Coast, they just let him marry him.
What you mean?
That's why you don't hear about all these pastors and all this stuff out there in Vermont and Connecticut and all that. They just let him marry him. And they encourage it.
At what, 16?
No, 12.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
What state was that just passed a law where you can get married at that age? What state was it?
I think it was supposed to be in Tennessee, but it didn't pass.
Oh, okay.
Good Lord.
But yeah, that's the youngest age, and I think that might be in Mississippi. It's 12 for girls and 14 for boys. But you don't hear about a whole lot of 36-year-old women marrying 14-year-old boys, but you hear a lot of 35-year-old men marrying 14-year-old girls. And it's legal. There was a girl out on the East Coast that petitioned to make it, the legal age of marriage 18. She was a Girl Scout. They shot it down.
Why? Because she wanted to marry somebody older?
No, because they want to keep the age lower than 18. Now remember, you can't work.
Oh, she was trying to make it 18 from a lower age. Okay, gotcha.
Right. So you can't work, you can't drive, you're probably not done with school, and immediately you're probably going to wind up pregnant.
Yeah, because you got some old horny old man who just wants to, fuck on you all day.
You can't enter into any contracts, which means you can't have your name on a lease. You can't get lights, phone, nothing. So you're not establishing any credit. You're just being screwed over and exploited. And it's legal. That's probably why he married Aaliyah. Because he had to get her parents' consent to do that.
They forged a marriage certificate. Allegedly, like they got somebody to sign for the parents, and
damn,
it's really messy because it's it's 90s, and I don't know what the parents were thinking. They're just thinking our daughter's with R. Kelly, she's gonna make a lot of money, and and that's what a lot of parents were doing. They were bringing their young daughter who can sing a little bit to R. Kelly to try to get them signed. Of course, like, yeah, bring them on over.
How long were they married? Just a couple years?
I don't think it made past a year.
Wow.
It was wrong.
But didn't it get annulled?
Yeah, it got annulled. Well, it wasn't really legal because it was forged. Let me look it up.
Good Lord.
Yeah, but at least they knew to forge the parents' permission, that they knew they needed it.
Yeah.
But that's absolutely ridiculous. There is no reason in the world why the legal age to marry shouldn't be 18 in every state.
True. Is it younger in some states for real? Like for real?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she was 15, but they forged and said she was 18. It was annulled. It was annulled months later, so they didn't make it to a year. Thankfully, they got her out of there. And because later on she was dating Dame Dash from Rockefeller, and he hated R. Kelly because she actually told him like what he was actually putting her through. And you would think he would tell Jay-Z not to work with him, but they was making money with him, so they kind of just ignored it. So what can you say?
Not a whole lot, I guess, because money talks. I guess is how people feel.
Because people knew what he was doing all these years. It was well known around Chicago what type of guy he was. He would have like a bedroom built next to his studio. Like he didn't hide it. You know what I'm saying? It was like a well-known secret that he liked young girls and he was going after them hard. Like he was allegedly cruising to McDonald's and cruising to high schools when they get out and shit like that.
God.
Yeah, he is nasty, super nasty. And he beat the first trial because it was in Illinois. And if you have money, in Illinois, you can pretty much allegedly in Illinois, if you have good money, you can beat any case. Because I've seen people, I've seen stuff. Growing up in Illinois, you hear about somebody getting arrested with stuff that they should be in jail for 10 years and they're out in a couple weeks without snitching. So it just is what it is.
Damn.
So R. Kelly, may you rest in peace in prison.
Yeah, really.
Rest in piss. Did I say peace or piss? I hope I said piss.
Both.
May you rest in piss in prison. You're a predator, like you guys said. And
no, we'll be paying an extra $35,000 a year for him to be in solitary because he is a child predator. That costs the taxpayers $35,000 a year extra because they have to keep them locked away from Gen Pop because they will get killed almost immediately.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna get touched up a little. The guard's gonna let somebody get in there and touch him up. Hopefully.
Now, I don't know. He might have enough money to make that go away.
His money's pretty much gone now from all the trials and his music not doing as well and things of that nature.
His music not even being allowed to be played.
I don't play no R. Kelly. I haven't played R. Kelly in years.
Spotify took him off, I heard.
I think they put him back on because people were complaining about it. Don't do that man like that. People stand up. Because he's black man. They try to stand up for him because let's guilty until proven innocent. Innocent until proven guilty.
Well, does he own property? Because that could be liquidated. That could be money.
He just learned how to read. Didn't he just learn how to read? I know he couldn't read for a long time.
Never knew that.
Well, I'm not gonna tease or make a comment about that because anybody at any age that decides to take it upon themselves to learn how to read, especially the English language, I congratulate them.
No, I'm not teasing them back. The fact that
No, usually I have some smart ass to say right there.
No, I'm not teasing. I'm just saying, like, what type of contracts was he signing? He couldn't even read. So, how much money does he truly have from his record contracts?
He must have really trusted the people around him.
Yep.
Well, he trusted him because they knew he was. He had to trust him because they knew he was bringing young girls around.
Yep.
It is what it is. So that's the big story. He gets 30 years in prison. How old is he? Might end up dying in there.
True, he will. He absolutely will.
He's 55, so yeah, he's not gonna come out.
Oh my gosh! So yeah, he's got no hope.
Well, is he actually gonna have to do 30 years? Is he actually gonna have to do the whole 30 years? Because sometimes they make you do a 30-year sentence and then they let you out.
Well, if he does, the third, I've been at 65.
And is he going to state penitentiary or a federal penitentiary?
I'm not sure.
Because sex trafficking, I think, is a federal crime.
Yeah, it's a federal because he was taking these young girls across state lines. So yeah, it's a federal.
So
that's why it's in New York.
He's probably going to be in a federal prison. If he's got any money left, he's going to Club Fed.
I don't think he's going to Club Fed.
And
not for sex. No, these charges they're gonna put them in real prison.
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Look at what they're doing with that Maxwell woman. And how did she not get out of naming names? Because she know where all the bodies is buried because she dug the holes.
Well, she might, commit suicide like Epstein. Just leave it at that.
Right.
I really think there was a certain particular person behind that.
Yeah, we know.
And I really think that was that specific person that ordered that specific thing to happen. I don't think that this person or that person has as much information about her. But why don't they ever lock up any of the people who helped them do it?
Because because they're usually higher up people who have the power to be like, oh, this happened, and step out of it and get out of there. So
isn't R. Kelly at the top? Wouldn't the people that helped him be below him? How come none of them are going to jail? They knew they could get conspiracy charges against them, couldn't they?
Like I said, these people, when you're dealing with this high level of crimes, they have a lot of money. If you had the right amount of money, you can get yourself taken out of, certain books and things of that nature. Or they probably turned on them and got completely taken out of it.
That's true.
They just got to live with themselves for doing this, for allowing this, and because I don't know if I could. I don't think there's enough you could pay me to sit back and watch you just take advantage of underage girls and traveling with underage girls and stuff. I don't think there's an amount you could pay me to sit by and watch you do that.
I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound really bad. But if he was just having sex with these girls, that would be one thing. That in itself is bad enough. But an older man can usually talk a young girl into, just, whatever. But he apparently was abusive and sadistic to these girls.
Yeah.
That's the part that the people that help him cover it up with are going to have to live with. Because if I just know...
Have you watched Surviving R. Kelly?
No, and I refuse to.
Okay, I understand. It's very triggering. So, yeah, so if you watch that, you'll see like, yo, this guy was out of control. Out of control. Because it wasn't like just one girl he had around him. It's like 3 or 4 of them he had in his house, and yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty bad and very disgusting. Not necessarily what was in the show, but what was being done.
And if you're watching right now, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Comment and let us know what you think about the R. Kelly situation. And there's been a hashtag on Twitter talking about free R. Kelly. Get the fuck out of here.
I wonder why they're saying that.
Because some people just don't believe that he's guilty still. It's like they blame it. Do you know them young girls was fast? Like, no, don't stop blaming young girls. Don't blame young girls for that.
And stop calling them fast. That term went out in like 1984.
That was a mid-90s term.
Well, it started in 1984 then.
And even if they was fast, he's supposed to be an adult, be like, yo, you're not, get away from me, little girl. That's what he's supposed to say.
Now, in his mind, it was use what you got to get what you want.
I remember I was talking to a girl, and it's like she had a friend who was younger, and her friend tried to talk to me. I was like, girl, if you don't get your little young ass away from me, you get the fuck. Who the fuck? I told her, I was like, yo, you better check your friend. I'm gonna call her parents. What the fuck is wrong with her? But hey, it is what it is.
But that makes you wonder what's going on at home. Why would I am the age I am now, and I still don't know how to flirt. How does a 12-year-old or a 10-year-old or an 11-year-old know how to flirt with somebody?
First off, she wasn't that young, because I wouldn't even talk to nobody that young. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, they learn how, they watch TV, too much TV.
I watched a lot of TV, and I apparently just went over my head.
Well, the TV now is a lot different with the TV we grew up on watching.
Well, that may be true.
Yeah.
Well, that is true.
You know, they watching what's that, Euphoria and shit like that, and
I had to Google that. I saw it in a TikTok video and didn't know what it was.
my daughter was watching a show, and I was like watching it, like I was, you know, we're sitting there, and she turned it on, and like in the first like 20 minutes, there was like already like 2 dicks shown in the show. I'm like, yo, turn this off.
You know,
I
I babysat, and I know the mom of the kid in Euphoria.
Yeah, we talked
Ellie.
about that.
Yep.
You're like,
Isn't that crazy?
that's very crazy.
And now
But
he's
yeah.
doing ads for YSL, and he's their spokesperson, and he's all over the place. It's crazy.
But yeah, I couldn't watch. I was like, it was like 3 dicks in the first episode, and then it was like an older man fucking with a teenage girl. Well, supposedly she was teenager, but you know they're all adults on the show. but like they was like, I was like, yo, turn this off. I don't want to watch this.
Well, hell. And it was like you could visibly see a penis.
The dude turned around, his naked, and his dick was out, pretty much.
Wow.
Full frontal nudity.
Damn.
HBO Max, that's what they own now. They don't. Hey, they figure we've been showing boobs for long enough. We can show dicks now, so that's what it is. That's what they own.
Wow.
And they're like, there's been a thing on like Netflix. People like, I mean, a thing on Twitter was like, people like, yo, they just be forcing sex in shows now. I'm like, I agree. So like, some shows, there's no need for a sex scene. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You can just show them go to the bedroom, smile, and then come out later. You know, show them later after we're laying. There's no need for, like, what was that show? That superhero show, something 8.
I don't know.
It was written by the people who wrote The Matrix.
I only know Smallville.
Oh my god, they got canceled right away, but they got canceled after 1 season.
That was it. That show was just called Alphas.
I know what he's talking about, but I can't remember the name. Now I know.
This is called 8. But like, they was forcing sex scenes in every show. I was like, yo. Since 8 on Netflix. It was like just ramming sex scenes into that movie. I was like, just get to the action. You know what I'm saying? But hey, to each his own.
If I never saw a sex scene on TV again, or in public, or people holding hands, and
hands.
Just keep it all in your house, behind your walls, where I ain't gotta look at it. And that's not that. I don't care if you gay, straight, non-binary. Okay, the bestiality ones I got a problem with, but just keep it all behind closed doors. So I'm not aiming that at any particular group. I'm aiming it at all of you.
Now, I had no problem with porn. I do still watch porn, but I don't want, there's no, like, if I'm watching a show, a comedy movie, there's no reason to shoehorn a sex scene in it. If I'm watching an action movie, there's no need to shoehorn a sex scene. And like a lot of times, if you just did like, casual, like a 2-second, like they in the bedroom, they humping or something, okay. But now these movies be having like full on ass and titties, and dude's booty showing, going, you know what I'm saying? Like, dog, what are we watching here?
When you turn on porn, you know what you expect to see.
Right.
When you turn on a TV show or a series or something, and there's a sex scene where you don't expect there to be one, or where one isn't needed, you're like, what the heck is going on?
Yep, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, you're confused as to why it's there. So I get that. Like, but it don't even have to get that far with me. I don't even want to see you like kiss each other goodbye. I've been watching Chicago Med, and they kiss each other goodbye a lot, and I'm like, stop. So
you just totally against public shows of affection?
I am.
Like, sometimes it gets too much. Like, you see a couple out, and they just going on full on, just kissing out.
I hate that shit.
Relax,
I hate it.
And that's where get a room from. And like, even I don't care if it's man and woman. If it's, I'm like, yo, get a room. And like, people just get mad if like, oh, you got a problem with gay couples kissing in public. I got a problem with everybody kissing in public. Relax. You know what I'm saying? There's a time and place for it. Now, if you're in a dark movie, okay, you can kiss all you want to, but if you at a restaurant and you tonguing each other down at the table.
But I mean, I like, if it's just a peck, I can turn my head and just be like, I ain't got to, But like you said, if they like full on making out, oh, you know what? I just had a wonderful idea. I am going to keep a canister of glitter in my pocket from now on.
Relax.
And
You're
if
doing
I
too much.
if I see,
See, now you're doing too much. See, now that's how people get beat up. See? No, but did you see the clip on Twitter where the couple was having sex in the steakhouse?
No.
Apparently, they have like these private booths. They have like curtains they can close, and like dude was full on getting back shots in the
That's
booth
gross.
in the restaurant.
That's
Like,
gross.
that's not very hygienic.
That's nasty. I mean, there's a place to do it. Why can't you do it at home after you eat steak? Why do you have to do it out?
It's the thrill of the fact that they might get caught.
Lord.
Okay. I used to have a thing like that. I think we talked about it before. I probably still got it. Where I like to, mess around outside, but like you go somewhere where it's, discreet and nobody's around, and that's the excitement. Like, well, we might get caught. Come on, quick, that type of thing. But like, I don't go to like a public restaurant or anything. That's just too much. I mean, I've done stuff outside tons of times.
Yeah.
Kinshok, you too. I heard about you.
Well, you got some manners.
No, you didn't.
And you gotta be careful with that because you do it the wrong place, you might get get on the sexual offenders list. So be careful with that.
Indecent exposure ticket. That's not gonna look good on that next job application.
Well, if you pee by a public playground, you get on that sex offender list, and like you gotta explain it to everybody. And that's the last list you want to be on for just what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know all about dealing with that list and what it can do to your life and reputation, and especially if it's not deserved.
Because they put you on a website where people can search their address, see how many sex offenders are around you.
They have a sex offender registry website where if you know the person's name, you can put it in there and you can find out how long they have to be on the registry, where their current address is, what their current employer is. Yeah, it's totally invasive into your life, and especially if you wind up there for something like peeing next to a playground or something like that, that where you shouldn't be there. Like, that's accessible to potential employers, landlords, so it can prevent you from having a livelihood, and that's not fair.
I dated a sex offender once, and I was like, do I really want to be with this person and I was reading stuff online about how this lady said she would take in her groceries out of her car. People would ride by and scream at her and say shit. And I thought, do I really want to have that kind of shit in my life where I have people that know if I was with him, where we live? And I thought, no, I don't want to deal with that. He was a coach for a team, and a 16-year-old girl and him, she came to a party, I guess, that he had, and they did something, and then he went to jail for it. And he was like, I served my time, I put in my time, I did my deed for community, or however you say it. And I was like, yeah, and it only lasted 2 months. I was like, nah, I don't want to deal with somebody that could.
Yeah. He made a bad choice. But he made a choice.
That's a terrible choice.
A terrible choice. And you were right to say I'm a pass on this one because he made a choice. But somebody that didn't say there's a big hedge and you didn't know there was a playground on the other side, and you really had to go. And now you're on the sex offender registry for 10 years because you had to pee. That's not fair. That's not right. That you made a choice to go to the bathroom, but the fact that you didn't do a recon around there to make sure what was on the other side of this big hedge, that shouldn't be held against you. Let him pay the indecent exposure ticket or whatever and go on about his life. But that's not what they do. They put them on the registry, and they put them on there for like 10 years. Yeah. And they have to pay to be on that registry. They have to pay a fee every month.
Wow.
Every month?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
I have to pay for you to tell people that I'm a sex offender.
There was an incident around here recently where there was Oh, fuck it. Let me just say it. It was a guy who was coach track. And he was a cool guy, you know, but he was too cool with the girls on the team, texting back and forth. And they found out about it and they got him up out of there. I was like, see?
It's always the men that coach girls' teams.
Hey, to be the devil's advocate on that one, it's always them female teachers that's screwing them kids in the music room too.
Yep.
Don't forget about those.
Yes, that's true. You gotta
never looked out and got that, you know what I'm saying?
Those teachers, those female teachers always trying to screw the 12-year-olds.
Well, speaking of
I
sexy,
just had a bad joke in my head, but okay.
Well, speaking of sexy older women, Meg Thee Stallion shook the world. Well, she shook, broke the internet with this video with her twerking.
And she's allowed to put that on her IG, whereas I put myself twerking in pajama pants and I got taken down. But because she's got that blue check mark, it's okay.
It's crazy how they pick and choose to take down, because I mean, I'm pretty sure if I pause it at the right moment, I could see a lot more, you know what I'm saying?
Yep, you could.
Not that I would do that. I'm just, let me clarify. I'm saying if I was the type of guy like that, but that's a long clip. That's a long clip. But like, this drove everybody nuts, and it's hypnotized. I'm sorry, I gotta take that down. But like, this drove the internet crazy.
Yeah. Just pisses me off because I've done so much less and gotten taken down. My whole account wiped out.
Marcy, I think I have an idea for we got to talk about it after the show, or what you could do. Because like I showed you, my one friend has like 25K followers and gets paid from TikTok. And you've seen her page and she does very little, you know what I'm saying? So we need to talk. I think I have an idea for you.
Okay.
He's hypnotized, you're pissed off, and I'm just confused.
What are you confused about?
It appears she's wearing clothes.
She is.
But then it also looks like there's a little like string flick. Like, is it like on her shorts or?
No, it's just
that
the shorts are like, how do you describe those? They're just like
boy
shorts. Yeah, boy shorts.
They call them boy shorts?
Yeah, they boy shorts. And she's
okay, so what's that little line? It's like right in the middle.
That's just the line on the shorts. That's all,
Oh, okay.
But she does this often. I mean, it's not nothing new, and like she gets away. She does what she does. I'm not mad at her. Of course, I'm not mad at her. Do what you do. Oh shoot! Let me take the music off before we get shut down. It gives a good optical illusion with the colors and everything. Let me know in the comments what you think about Meg Thee Stallion twerking. It's just so effortless. Okay, I'm sorry. Everybody's in stun shocked. Kinshok.
I want to commend her because I actually watched a video that taught you how to twerk.
Was it Marcy's?
No, sorry, Marcy.
That's okay.
She has a 1 million view video about that.
Yeah, we do.
But I actually got it to work for like a half a second. So I was like, I did it. Yay. And I moved on. But given the way she is moving, I commend her knees.
Oh, that's what she's known for. The Meg Thee Stallion knees. That's what she's known for. There's another video. Let me pull up. Her knees are amazing. She must do like.
Wait till she gets older. She won't have that then. Once you start hurting your knees and getting injuries and shit.
Oh, well, good thing I didn't do nothing while I was younger. My knees will last for a long time.
That's good.
You wasn't on your knees when you were younger? See? That's what she does. She's known for major stallion knees.
Who's the idiot in the background?
There's somebody in the background?
You don't see the guy with the plate?
No, I don't.
Yeah, he's really annoying.
Okay, I was getting ready to say, am I the only one that's seeing this? Hold up, don't do stuff like that to me. That's
He's
me.
really annoying.
There's nobody else in that video. There's nobody else in that video. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was like, do I need to start taking medication? I know I see this too.
Right? Is
Thank you,
something wrong with
Marcy.
your eyes?
Thank you, Marcy. I was like, okay.
I don't know. So that's the big news. She twerked and it shocked the world. And they said it's one of the top ones on the internet right now. It's crazy because like I've seen some good ones, but I guess it's the best one from somebody who's not an adult star. You can say that.
Yeah.
Because be honest, Marcy's put out a lot of great ones. The one lady who does the cosplays put out a ton of great ones. Who else? Kinshok, who's your favorite? Who'd you learn from? What video would you learn how to twerk? What was it? YouTube or what was that on?
It was some YouTube video, and I found it because I was watching something else, and I was like, how did they do that? No, that's what it was. I was watching something and somebody came on and was twerking, and I was like, I don't even know what muscle to twitch. So I put it in YouTube how to twerk, and then some video came up, and I watched it, and I was trying to do it, and like I said, I got it to work for half a second. I was like, oh, okay, I'm done with that, and I moved on. That was the end of that for me.
What you have to do is do like my girl Ashley does and back that thing up, juvenile, and let the music take your soul and do what it does.
I must not have a soul because it didn't do nothing.
Oh, you guys, well, I don't know what happened. We was in the concert and Juvenile came out and he started playing it and all the women in there turned into professional twerkers. I was astonished. She was moving things I never seen move before. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know what muscle to twitch to move those things.
Well, maybe play like some country and western for you, and maybe that might do it for you. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'll be sick to my stomach before I figure out what muscle to twitch to twerk. But I get the concept of how it's done now, and that's all I really needed to know is the concept of what was happening. So, Marcy, stop sending hate.
Oh no.
She is fuming. She's like, whatever.
But I get it though, because like she puts up like an innocent video and gets threatened, but women be full on like to see somebody's Twitter get banned for sex content is ridiculous because the stuff on Twitter is outrageous.
Yeah.
Twitter could be considered a porn site. How much is on there?
True.
Speaking of Twitter, remember how you told me how to adjust my algorithm?
Yes.
Now I just have naked gamer moms.
How'd you pull that off?
I have no idea. I guess because I added the games. Now they're like, can you be my player one? No, I don't want to touch you. I don't want to know you. I don't just.
You have to interact with the gaming and like the strictly gaming stuff. Because if you don't like anything or do anything on it, it's going to suggest adult content because you follow adult stars. So you have to.
Well, it incorporated the gaming because now it's like, oh, do you have time for a gamer mom? Just because.
How many adult stars do you follow?
I'm sorry.
Just you.
Really? Wow.
Well, she doesn't do much on it. So
right.
The first thing it goes to, like most social media, it goes to sex. When you first get on Twitter, when you first get on TikTok, the first thing it started going to was like, okay, we're gonna show you these cougars, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, swinging. I'm like, does it know me? Does it know my past? I mean, yeah. You know, the first thing it takes you to, we don't know what you like, so he's gonna show you this adult content. You know, interact with it. But if you got to just comment or like stuff that you truly like, then it calms down with the adult stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it quickly incorporated that game stuff. As soon as I added like the game stuff, then I started getting like from the tweets from the gamer moms, and I was like, just because you watch your son play Call of Duty does not make you a gamer mom. Get out of here with that.
Well, she knows she's not a gamer mom, but she knows to get the nerds.
Well, she had a controller in her hand. She was trying to pull it off.
I know that's what they do. They get the nerds. Like, oh my god! Imagine if that was my friend's mom and I went over to play video games and he had to go somewhere and we're home alone. Oh my god! Can you imagine what would happen? What would she do? Would she touch it? Would she touch it?
If you think I'm 15, why are you messaging or whatever? Well, I guess they're not messaging me directly. They're just tweeting this. It's just coming to me.
Yeah, Twitter's suggesting it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, Twitter's suggesting it to you.
Yeah, they're not sending it directly to me. I get that, but.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of fake people.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Fake Drake. He doesn't stop. He wants to box Drake for an OVO deal and $1 million.
What?
He wants to do a celebrity boxing match with Drake for $1 million.
He has $1 million he can give away?
No, he doesn't have $1 million.
I was gonna say.
He said if he wins, he gets an OVO deal and $1 million from Drake. That's what he wants. Why would Drake take that? This guy is so delusional.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why is he calling Drake his lookalike?
They trying to be funny. They trying to be funny.
I know.
Okay, that's the people that wrote the article that said
right.
That.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he was saying that. Never mind. Okay.
He thinks he looks like him.
There was a point where he had a close resemblance, but Drake doesn't even look like that anymore.
Nope.
Drake has braids now. Like Drake actually has actual beard, not what this guy has. And when have you seen Drake in the OVO sweater? Like early 2015? I mean, what? Like he doesn't even dress like that anymore. Like imagine your whole personality is trying to be somebody else.
That would.
Well, a lot of people do that, but I mean, imagine your whole personality trying to be a celebrity.
Yeah. Why is Stephen A trending? What the hell did he do?
Stephen A. Smith. Let's see what he's done.
Oh Lord, what did he say now? He's always hollering, screaming, yelling.
Sometimes people take him serious.
He's loud. He's very loud. I will say that. Very loud. Very obnoxious.
He's talking about Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. You want to see what he says?
Yeah.
And Kyrie Irving is telling everybody he plans on going to LA, meaning the Lakers, as soon as he possibly can. The likelihood is that you'll have to go through this season, and then when he becomes a free agent after this upcoming season is over, he plans on rejoining LeBron James in a Los Angeles Lakers uniform. They'll have about $70 to $80 million under the cap. They're going to use it on Kyrie Irving, or so Kyrie Irving has been convinced to believe. And Kyrie Irving,
he's just talking because NBA free agency is starting pretty soon, and of course he's going to be talking about everything, and he's getting his time on the screen. So that's all it is.
God, what was it the other day that I heard about where they were having beef? An ESPN analyst,
Kinshok Perkins, was having beef with Draymond Green.
Yeah,
Draymond Green called him a coon, and he got all in his feelings, like "fuck you, Draymond Green." Oh, fuck
like,
you.
You good? Draymond, you good?
He erased the video because ESPN told him to erase that shit right away.
No way.
He went off. He was like, who the fuck you talking to like that?
That sucks that you have to, honestly, that you really got to erase some shit. when you really feel that way, and that you really feel disrespected, and that you're not allowed to say anything, and your hands are tied. That's really not cool.
Well, that's what happened. You work as part of the corporate. Like Draymond said, Draymond didn't take his stuff down. He left it up.
But why can't you say how you feel just because you work for ESPN? Who fucking cares?
Yeah, ESPN. That's Disney. That's Disney. I mean, you can't
That
be.
poor guy. What was his name again? The guy that went off. I want to see that video. Will you show it, or did they erase it? I never got to watch the full video. I just saw where he said, "You good?" And then something happened. My phone rang.
I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube because it's not on. They took it off of Twitter.
My phone rang. Something happened, and I couldn't watch the rest of it. But I was really wanting to see the rest of it. Oh, I see Meg the Stallion's shorts in our little video clip. They're very short. She's so perfect. It's ridiculous. Draymond. Kendrick Perkins. Draymond Green apologizes for calling Kendrick Perkins a coon. I don't know about apologizing. I never heard that.
Here we go.
Draymond, you good? The f wrong with you? Did you just win your 4th championship? What the f you worried about me for? What, you mad? You mad because I'm doing it my way and it's happened to work? I'm doing it my way. I ain't got to do it your way. I'm doing it my way. But look, forget the old media, forget the new media. I'm going to stand by the old law, right? And the old law says, hey, man, all that disrespect and all that whole shit, calling somebody a coon, man, you got me fucked up. Ain't nothing a coon about me. Ain't no cooning, ain't none of that. Straight up. And here's the thing, right? We all know, dog. We all know. You all bark and no bite. We know this. The NBA brothers know this. A lot of them that's talking behind your back with the whispers, they know this. They know you not gonna do nothing. This is proven. This is facts. We know that. So one, stop with all the tough talk. You can talk about me as an ESPN analyst. You can talk about my takes. You can talk about everything you want to do. I don't give a fuck about that. But what you not gonna do is you not gonna disrespect me and call me no motherfucking coon. And I'ma stand on that. You talk about standing on something, I'm standing on that. That's what I'm not gonna be, especially by you when we all know you not gonna do nothing. Let me try that wink again.
Why you forcing
You
that?
not gonna do nothing. And we know that. It's proven. We know that. We know you ain't gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight. We know you ain't gonna pour milk on cereal. We know you ain't gonna listen to it go snap, crackle, or pop. We know that. But that coon and shit, man, you got me fucked up. We can keep it entertainment. We can keep it ESPN. You can whatever you want to do. But we ain't doing that coon shit, homeboy. Real talk. Carry on.
You don't have to act like that, man.
Yeah. So.
Wow. I feel bad for him that he had to take that down. I do.
Yeah, you think he would I don't know. He probably would run up on him. I'm sorry. I mean, that's a big calling somebody a coon, only certain people take that who are actually coons. Stephen A. Smith takes it all the time.
What does that even mean?
It means that you are willing to sell out, say stuff about what's his name? Oh my God, I blocked him so long I can't remember his name. There's another sports reporter who his whole thing is where he talks about black athletes and say they no good and they need to go back home and get proper training, home training. He dogs out, like somebody just dogs out all black athletes. He never says anything good to say about them. Jason Whitlock, his whole career is based on just dogging black athletes.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I never heard of him. Let me look him up real quick.
He just quick to call black, he's so ghetto, you shouldn't do that, you should be a man, stop acting like a thug, you're a thug, that type of thing.
This is what I never understood about that. If you think they're a thug from the ghetto, why are you talking smack about them? Because thugs from the ghetto tend to not like that, and they tend to want to hurt people.
Because they not thugs for real. I mean, they not thugs, but that's what this whole thing is.
Jason Whitlock explains how Kobe's the most fraudulent superstar ever. How can he
see,
say those things?
That's all he does. He dogs black athletes.
Yeah.
Jeez. Wow.
We got quite a few of those in all different areas.
Like Stephen A. Smith has been known to say, stuff along those same lines. And people are like, yo, why are you saying this? And like when somebody had spray painted like nigger on LeBron's house, he's pretty much blaming LeBron for it. Oh, LeBron's a liar. I don't think it really happened. He probably put that on himself because he's just looking for attention. That's the type of shit he does.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have anything better to do than to waste money on spray paint to vandalize my own house.
Right.
Right.
Then I'm gonna have to pay to get off.
Right. LeBron has nothing to gain by doing that. Nothing to gain by doing that.
Nope.
He gets all the attention in the world. Like, people don't even watch basketball know who LeBron James. My 5-year-old daughter knows who LeBron James is.
Yep.
Which is kind of crazy. She knows some Space Jam. She thinks he's an actor.
Oh, so cute. I bet she does.
Oh. So yeah. So as he has that type. Stephen A. Smith has been known to say things along those same lines, and people kind of question him, but he just says, "Oh, I'm just doing what I got to do." So that's why he's not well respected as much as he should be.
Well, fuck him then.
Oh, something else I want to talk about. So there was a pro-choice rally in Dallas, Texas. And how do you think it went?
Did they drive through it?
Huh?
Did they drive through it?
There was a pro-choice rally in
You
Dallas,
mean a
Texas.
Republican rally?
No, it was
no.
I mean, I'm sorry. So no, I'm sorry. Yeah, pro-choice is anti-abort. I mean, they want to bring back Roe versus Wade, basically.
Right.
So
Okay.
basically, this is what it turned into: a twerk fest.
Wow. Wonder how that happened.
What kind of protest is this? This is the protest.
I sort of get it. Because remember when the original protests were happening about Roe versus Wade, they was burning bras. My body, my choice.
Yep, that's what I
And
just saw.
that's what they're saying. I can do what I choose to with my body.
Right.
So this is going to get things done. I mean,
I think it's
No.
basically another way of going like that.
Yeah. It is.
why is it going so slow?
I don't know.
They must don't want us to see it. But like, I don't know. That's why I don't march and protest and things of that nature, because if this is gonna turn into that, I'm good. I'm good.
The whole thing is very, very, very upsetting, because Monday is the 4th of July, Independence Day. And while it's not my Independence Day, that was back on June 19th. For all the white women in this country, what do you really have to celebrate? Because you're no longer independent.
You know what it reminds me of? This terrible scene right here. This is during the George Floyd protest, and this guy thought this was doing something. This video annoys the shit out of me. I'm sorry. He's crumping for George Floyd in front of the police. You know the worst part? There's not even music on this. It's just him dancing.
Maybe it's like interpretive dance. That's what she thinks she's doing.
This video annoys the shit. I'm sorry, I got to turn it. That's what that reminds me of.
I can't believe it.
You're muted, Marcy.
Oops,
Marcy.
I said very interesting.
So you're protesting police brutality, and you decide to do a crump dance.
But did you see the woman beside him?
It
She
cringes
was
me so
more
bad. I
cool.
tried to look at her.
Yeah, she
That
was
was probably his interpretation of the interpretive dance she was doing.
probably.
That's what that was. I don't think he was like trying to dance off the police. He was with her, and she was doing her interpretive dance of what oppression was, and so he did what he knew how to do.
What's crumping?
Maybe that's all he knew how to do.
Why are you dancing? Stop dancing. That's the problem.
It's called interpretive dance. She's
It's crumping. Crumping is not interpretive. It's different dancing. That's crumping.
If that's the only dance he knew how to do, she was doing interpretive dance. He was trying to support her, or she was trying to support him. They was together.
It did look a little different what she was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't come across like him.
It's the cringiest shit in the world.
Yeah, both of them are cringy, but I get what she's trying to do is interpretive dance. He's trying to match her energy or match her dance, and he don't know how to dance or can't get to that level of whatever it is.
Shit. She's a cornball, but anyway.
Somebody didn't take their meds this morning. I shouldn't say things like that. I have to be sure to take mine. So, but
at least he knows what he's doing. She's a cornball.
They're both cornballs. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they both missed the mark by like 9,000 miles.
You're right.
But I get what's happening.
Well, at least he knows how to do it.
Yeah, maybe she was trying to copy him.
Yeah, he just did it at the wrong juncture.
You know what? Another one I hated when he was doing the electric slide at the protest with the police.
Come on, for real?
Oh, you don't remember that? Hold on, let me see if I can find it quick.
Lord,
I don't remember that.
I never.
That's why I stopped watching the protest, because I was like, you know what?
I never saw that. That is shameful.
Yeah, we're upset. We finna let you know right now. You know what we finna do? Electric slide.
What do you type in to find it? Electric slide protest?
Yeah. Hold on. There's a bunch of it. Good Lord.
Protesting to the electric slide 3 years ago. National Guard with members dance the electric slide.
Who's supporting this? This is love. Like, no, this is not a. Yeah, they're doing electric slide.
Hey, you know what though? They could have been pissed off and taking their anger out in a different way. So I'm happy that they just decided to say, "Fuck it, let's dance."
Do you know how many fights have started because somebody stepped on somebody's shoes during the electric slide? That could have been very dangerous.
Yeah.
But you know what, though? In other countries, when they protest,
they don't do that, right?
In countries where they don't have no, police brutality, they don't be out there doing no electric slide. They be they about that action.
Right.
Oh my God. If I ever go to a protest ready to march and then people start doing electric slide, I'm going home. I am going home.
Yeah, I'm not gonna show up to the protest. I'm with I can't remember her name. She's a comedian, but she said I might go to a protest if one started in my living room. That's about how you gonna get me to a protest.
Right.
It's got to start like right here, and
right there.
As soon as the last person is out the door, I'm closing it and locking it, and I'm not following behind you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not that I don't have opinions about things. It's not that I'm above writing to politicians, because I've done that. I make sure that I keep my voter registration up to date. I vote, but I mean, the choices we have now, it's like what? Because like the midterms coming up, nothing. There's not nothing. I'm not voting for any of these stupid people.
There's so many protest videos of people doing election slides. Ridiculous.
Wow. I'm gonna have to look that up when I go to bed.
There's so many of them. Oh my god. Well, it's about that time
Yep.
because you are Marcy Diamond. You can find her Twitter at Marcy Diamond 2. Why is it 2? Because it's her second Twitter. They banned the first one. Even though you have full-on anal sex on Twitter, they banned her account.
Right.
I don't know. You can find her at TikTok at Marcy Diamond. Her website is www.pog.life. I am Roz Mixx. You can find me on Twitter and TikTok at Roz_Mixx. Look up my YouTube. Just search Roz Mixx. And we have Kinshok 29. Make sure you follow her so she can get her algorithm going to something gaming. What else? Cosplay, because she has a bunch of wigs.
Right.
What else? Gaming.
Cooking.
World of Warcraft.
She likes cooking.
Oh, you should definitely find the cooking people that follow. There you go. All right, we want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure you keep liking, subscribing, commenting. Any last words before we shut it down for tonight? All right, thank everybody for mouthful. Thank everybody for watching. We love y'all. Thanks for support, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Peace.